Previously on Battlestar Galactica Deadlock.
Inform Colonel Map of his impending promotion. Tell all the fleet commanders to hold position.
Cylon strike group has been detected. Cruiser is ready for orders.
We'll need to assign an officer to this new fleet. Let's look over Howard's record. Looks to be a combat engineer. A few years under her belt. What about Vidya Armstrong? Combat engineer as well. I'll have to say in this case that experience wins out. Inform Colonel Howard of her new assignment. Inform Colonel Howard to maintain position as we build a few more ships for her fleet. Prepare for her to go into Delta. Agathon, give me the objective at Leonis.
Might want to tidy your desk there, Commander. Kane is bringing an unexpected guest to the CIC.
And this is the Executive Operations of Colonial Fleet. Commander, this is Prince Stefan, Duke of Hadrian, of the royal family of Vergon.
Just Stefan. There's a time and a place for pleasantries. The middle of a spiraling war is not one of them. So, straight to business. Vergon intelligence suspects an attack on the Leonid V-Day celebration. We trust our sources, but they have not yet gathered specifics on how the attack will proceed. My personally being here should imprint upon you the severity of our concerns. Vergon saboteurs will be blamed. and the Quarren Alliance will deviate into squabbling and infighting. We require the impartiality of Colonial Fleet to intervene on Vergen's behalf.
Commander, you will send an investigative force to monitor the event. Be prepared for anything. The last thing we need right now is a diplomatic fiasco with the 12 colonies watching.
What's the additional information? The V-Day Memorial is a controversial Leonid celebration that commemorates a series of nuclear strikes against Vergon's landmarks near the end of the Imperial Wars. Diplomats have noted increased tensions between Leonid and Vergon delegates to the Quorum. Both colonies have committed to the 12 Colonies Alliance, but remain cautious about sharing resources. I'd prefer to have more fleets in both Delta and Beta before we go ahead. Last thing we need to do is be ambushed after the celebration. Here's that map is still spooling, as well as Willett. Hold for now.
New adamant has been deployed.
Go ahead and have Willett jump into Delta. Let's check the objective at Phoebe.
With Idris compromised, a new gray market has sprung up. Veteran recon specialists are peddling data on Cylon fleet movements for profit. We don't encourage it, but, and I hate to admit this, they're really effective. My most reliable scout for hire has a new data set, but refuses to deliver it in person. If we want that information, we'll have to secure their Dropbox network before the Cylons discover it.
Cylons are aware of the data gathered by the scout and will be forced to modify their incursions into the colonies. Failure to retrieve this data could compromise the safety of other deep space colonial assets. Alright. Inform Willett that she is to jump to Phoebe immediately. Let's check with Signet. Signet has intercepted details of a secondary objective at Phoebe, which we all are aware of. Cylon fleet has jumped out of our detection range, and signal analysis estimates they've landed in the vicinity of Knossos. So we might have incoming. Prepare to jump.
Detected a Cylon strike fleet, sir. A fortified colony is under attack.
Excellent. Good work. Looks like we have 4 contacts below the board. Alright, let's get into formation. We don't have any scouts on this mission, so we're going to have to be extremely careful. This way, whenever we jump in, we'll be able to come about. Do a double check on all our resources. I'm going to make sure they have Mark IIs across the board. Prepare to jump.
Fleet group is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Satellite network is operational and waiting, Commander, although it looks like the Cylons have found it as well.
Still appears to be 4 contacts, unidentified. I want you to divert. Go to that satellite network. And see what they do. Everybody, I want to go into defensive stance. Increase your Dratus range. On my mark.
Action stations. Set condition 1 throughout the ship. Magcats are green and locked.
Appears like they're going to make a move to come to our rear. Hold steady. See what they do. Let them know that we see them. I want our guns aimed right at them if they come towards us. By the looks of it, I would say they're going to try to attack AF. At the very most, they might try to sandwich us in. Go ahead and launch all Vipers.
Launching fighters.
Tell the Fearless to stay underneath the Trident.
Yes, Commander.
Don't fly any lower. We'll have to be in range of those satellites. They're not going any deeper, neither should we. Not until we absolutely need to. Likely, they're here for the same reason we are. Which means they're going to try to ambush us as soon as we get in range of these satellites. So be careful.
So say we all.
Stay on alert.
Escort clearance zone intact. Priority 1 is in safe hands.
Come on, come on, come on.
Okay, it looks like 2 have fired. Our Vipers are intercepting them. Let's get some more Vipers on them. They're the Providences. I'm guessing they have fired all their missiles at the Providence. You to intercept those missiles. When there's many of you nuggets out there taking out missiles. Divert course. More than likely we have 2 Nemesises. I'm not sure what else is out there. There are only 2 that have fired. Very well could have dumbfire missiles out there. Just in case anything gets close, target. Plan is to head straight, then come about.
Intercepting.
Go, go, go! Firing solution is online.
Another 2 have fired. Very well could be targeting the Ranger. We're not exactly sure who they're targeting. We know it's not either the Providence or the Gorgon. Make a move to defend a Havoc. The Falcon. The Trident. And Havoc. We're not exactly sure who they're targeting. Pretty certain. Almost pretty certain. It's the Havoc. Leave us in a frackin' mess. Sometimes you gotta roll the hard 6. That's my bet. We're almost in range. Tell the Fearless. Be a little less fearless. Stay underneath the Trident. And Adamants, do not leave your carriers behind. Prepare on mark. Mark.
Optimizing firing. Not today, Tin Can.
Excellent. Excellent. Every single. Excellent job, Vipers. Excellent job. Well done. That was outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. I want you to go back into standard formation and defend your ships. And go.
Target is 87 by 34. Solution updated. Target
Hostile unit identified.
Alright, we have 3 Nemesis contacts on the board. Go into defensive maneuvers. Give me some recon. Looks like they're prepared and ready to fire. They're tracking close. Go into attack formation. Havoc and Falcon, hold up the rear.
Yes, sir.
Focus your fire on that lead target. Providence Gorgon, I want you to dive. Havoc, I want you to fire.
Yes, Commander.
Relay that order. I want you to fire. This one is going to be inevitable. They're going to fire this next round whether or not we get to them or not. I want you to focus your fire on this lead nemesis. Triton, I want you
Understood.
to make for the first satellite. Fearless, follow their lead. Reverse positions.
On it, Commander.
I want the Providence and Gordon to rise, and I want Havoc and Falcon to dive. Focus your fire on them. Fighters. I don't know who they're going to select or fire upon. More likely they're going to try to make for the Trident.
Understood.
I want you to attack those nemesis.
Understood.
Check your targets. Reposition. I want you to go under the Trident.
Set secondary battery. Fighter squadron is taking fire. Missiles incoming! Understood.
Havoc, I want you to go in defense.
On it, Commander.
Prepare your hangars. I want you to apply plating to the Havoc.
Launching drones.
Okay, so far so good.
Switching gun to
Adamant is taking damage. Yes, sir.
Tell the Providence Gorgon Come about. Lend assistance. Focus fire. Tell the Havoc and Falcon to turn around.
So say we all. Yes, sir.
Get a status update. When are they going to fire next? Looks like they're out for the next couple of rounds. Keep the heat on them. Full attack.
Firing on target.
I can't knock out the Cylon here.
Good job. Good job. Excellent. Alright, Providence, Gorgon. Come about. Focus all your fire on that remaining nemesis. Havoc and Falcon, I want you to follow behind the Trident. Continue to focus fire aft. Trident, make for the next satellite.
So say we all.
Fearless, get back in formation underneath. Get ready to deploy. Check your targets.
No toaster's gonna do me like that. Not today.
Alright, follow in behind the Havoc and Falcon. Our Vipers almost have them whittled down. No need to waste a salvo on them. Havoc, go in defense. Should work on navigation. Falcon, I want you to stay with
So
him.
say we all.
Continue to deploy armor to the Havoc.
Got them now.
Missiles incoming!
Actual sets to pop up and prepare for extraction.
All hostile marks are down and the network is secured.
Action stations. Set condition 1 throughout the ship. Magcats are green and locked.
Escort clearance zone intact. Priority 1 is in safe hands.
Come on, come on, come on. Intercepting.
Go, go, go! Firing solution is online.
Optimizing firing solutions. Not today, Tin Can. Target is 87 by 34. Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
Set secondary batteries. Full attack those. Fire at will.
Switching gun to manual.
Firing on target.
I can't knock out the Cylon here. No toaster's gonna do me like that. Not today.
Got them now.
Actual sets to pop up and prepare for extraction.
Strength of our Viper pilots was able to take out those incoming missiles while they maintained their heading towards their mission objective. They were also able to put heat on the Nemesis and be able to take them out by just overwhelming them in mass. Overall, very successful mission. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everybody that has watched up to this point, and I hope that you are liking the new changes to the game. Begin recording. I'm not really sure who I'm making this for. I've already made an official account of my actions as Commander of Daedalus. I'm not sure if anyone will ever hear it. If we do not destroy the Cylons, no one will. Maybe this is for me alone. to organize my thoughts, to clear my head for the next engagement. Whatever the reason, it's apparent to me that the colonies are falling apart. Whether by design or as a result, old feuds and unsettled business has risen to the top of political importance, even as their cities burn. The Articles of Colonization, the Union I swore to protect, are given loose disregard. It's left up to each colony's government to decide whether or not to support us. I'm not sure if this is because Sinan hasn't been able to produce the remaining battle stars, or from a faltering confidence in the Colonial Fleet. We've produced 2 Jupiter-class battle stars, and one of them went missing. I don't blame them for being suspicious. I still hold on to the jacket that Commander Nash gave me when I visited the Galactica, with the hope that she is still out there. It's true that we have suffered major losses, and each of the 12 has a right to choose between giving us resources or using the same for their own protection. But I firmly believe that a unified response to the Cylon threat is still the best course of action. Infighting must stop. Old prejudices need to be laid to rest before we all are. I just don't know who would be capable of making them see this. It certainly isn't Admiral Kane, whose primary interest seems to lie more in self-aggrandizing than in the safety of the 12. She has recently given me a formal reprimand for making decisions that deviate from her own private motivations. Whether Admiral Kane realizes it or not, she is spread too thin. She wants to command the fleet while simultaneously engaging in the politics of war. The latter is for our benefit, but I have no doubt. But she made me commander of the Daedalus for a reason. The formidable Admiral Kane cannot perform both duties at once and remain effective. I'm not suggesting her removal. I wouldn't want to be the one explaining military rationale to civilians incapable of seeing the bigger picture. Her tenacity and hatred for the Cylons is better served on the quorum floor than from the CIC. We each have our own specialties, and hers is not command. Admiral Kane's insistence that I adhere to every letter of her orders shows that she values obedience over critical thinking and adaptability. Caudle broke the embargo, but Colonial Fleet did not officially condone the action. Sure, Sagittron is going to be upset, but their people won't be, and that is all the government should care about. Perhaps they could even spin it in such a way that it makes them look like the heroes that they pretend to be. In the grand scheme of things, Admiral Kane's thoughts on my performance are the least of my worries. Reports have come in that Erlon is healing from the attack. No word from Nora yet. Hope that she is alright. My family's old mining claim might have been far enough away from the main cities that she wasn't exposed to the chemicals. However, it is equally possible that Cylon centered their strikes on Erlon's fields and industry. Stationed at Ragnar, I am unable to receive messages from Nora or my children. Silence is unbearable. I am left to what I can imagine to be the truth. The report on Lenora eats at me. She has never been one prone to delusions of grandeur. If she refused to leave Tauron, I have to believe that there is a good enough reason why. I can only hope that she finds what she's looking for and comes back to us safely. But at least I've heard from Lenora. Aria's whereabouts are still a mystery. Some report her as being at Scorpia shipyard. Others say she was on leave at the time of the attack. I would like to think that she is simply detached from any mode of communication, and that she will check in as soon as she can. But her words to me before the destruction of command headquarters keep interfering with my thoughts. She asked me, "Do you ever wonder who made humans? Was it an accident of nature, or were we manufactured like the Cylons? Without a sense of purpose, each of us spirals into a state of disrepair." Doesn't that sound like programming to you? What was Aria getting at? The human psyche has always fascinated her. She was an explorer, even as a child, asking so many questions, many that I still don't have answers for. I hope that I hear from her soon. Nora often said that I was married to my job more than I was to her. She took up painting in her gallery because she felt lonely. I had hoped that with my retirement that all of that would have changed. I wanted the nightmares of the Iona to end. But then came Kane, and I was left without a choice again. It makes me wonder whenever this is all over if Nora will speak to me again. This goes far beyond duty. The Cylons mean to eradicate us. The chemical attacks on civilians at Arelon and Sagittaron only cement this reality in my mind. I cannot apologize for my choice to command. Many have sacrificed themselves to keep us alive. When it comes my turn, it won't be like the Iona. It won't be in a flight suit or with my dress blues on. It will be a rifle in my hand, face to face, blood on chrome. Maybe I'll have the privilege of crushing a few tin cans before I go. May the Lords of Cobalt protect us. So say we all.